Deck profile with Azuku. Okay. Here we have blackwings. Okay. Azuku, explanation please. Like, explain your deck.
Alright, I run Blackwing's format, the oppression version with two values. I think it's alright because mainly it revolves around controlling the field with the oppressions and Icarus attacks because most decks OTK this format,
Yeah.
mainly through special summons. So I
Okay.
think when I can control the monster board with oppressions and the back row with Icarus attacks.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the monster lineup. Most of it's mainly standard. I run three shores. It's good for beats. It allows me to special summon either Gale or Vayu for
Okay.
the light swarm matchup, so I can go into Armor Master or Catastrophe with the effect.
Okay.
I run triple Sirocco. It allows me to get any other monster with the Whirlwind, and it's also good with Icarus attack if I set it, or if it's just good in the mirror match completely. Because if I bump up like a one-on-one, it takes them 2 Kalutes to get over him if it's pumped on one-on-one. I run 3 boar, another good beater monster, especially against zombies. Most of their searches they set them because they want them to be destroyed. Sure, if I attack it, it's they may go into a Kaya's play, but it's still good for damage. It decreases my body's a shield and solemn opposing play.
Okay.
I play triple Kalut. It's also pretty standard. Against GBs is very good if they don't have an answer to it, like a Wabaku or something, or a War Chariot. It's good in the mirror match if you play it and they attack into a lower blackwing monster if they're trying to set up, maybe because they can't read my Kalut.
Right.
Or if I just do double. I think it's just play standard. I play 2 Vayu. I don't play 3. 3 is mainly in the Vayu Turbo variant. So 2 is alright. If I draw it, I can just set it with Icarus attack, or I can use it for a little food or whatever. I play double Blizzard. 3 is too much. I don't really send monsters to the graveyard that much unless I'm synchroing, and it's a good late game monster, so I can go into Brownic if I'm trying to get rid of a push of monsters. 1 Gale is standard. You can't more run than 1. I would run more than 1 if I could. And 1 Darkon, 1 standard. For the spells, I run triple Whirlwind. Is just standard. You want to have this card first turn. Hopefully it doesn't get limited in 2 months because I plan on keeping this deck for a long time. Tool Lure for speed. Gets out of clock hands with monster because that tends to happen when you have Whirlwind at your disposal. 2 Book of Moons. I don't run 3. I think 3 is too much. Blackwings are seeing less and less play. So right now its only base thing for me is to disrupt synchro summons and to prevent Whirlwind shenanigans in the mirror match. And it's not really good against Light Swarm. You see Arcus a lot, so it's just good to run 2, and it's easy side deck option. Mystical Space and Heavy Storm for destruction. Lightning Vortex, as I said earlier in this video, it's good to get rid of OTKs if I don't have the Blizzard for the Brownic option to pitch my Vayus. I run my body as a shield. It's good in the mirror match for the Icarus attacks. It's also good to prevent my monsters from being destroyed by a trap or a bottomless when I'm trying to do a whirlwind play. It also prevents a bottomless on my dark arm or any other big monster I have. I run brain control because I also run 5 tuners. If I special summon it via Ashura, it has no effect, so if I take a big monster, I can go to Armor Master or Black Rose to clear their field.
Alright.
For the traps, I run triple Icarus attack. It's a very good first turn card when you have a beater. Because if you set a monster in Icarus attack, they're going to read Vayu just like that.
Right.
No other monster you're going to set in this deck. I run 2 oppressions. The tier 1 format right now is Blackwings, Zombies, and Lightsworn. Oppression pretty much shuts down their deck. Lumina plays first turn, disrupts their entire strategy. Against GBs, if you ran into a random rogue GB deck, completely shuts down their deck. They don't run trap stun anymore like they used to. And against zombies, it doesn't stop their floaters like Mr. Tomato and Pyramid Turtle, but after they're trying to go for the synchro with Dark Arm, they're not going to expect it. And they only use 1 Tornado as tech, so they don't really have many outs to it. 2 Bottomless is good against just standard. It's good for against Lylan, Lightsworn, or if they're trying to go into Garrock. Opposing Black Whirlwind shenanigans and GBs is good against them too. Mirror Force and Solemn, TT are my 3 control cards, if you're gonna say that. Kind of prevents OTK, same thing with TT, and Solemn is just that card that you play. Since we only have 1, you play it on cards that, would kind of destroy your OTK because this deck can OTK. So if you have like a field of monsters and they play Lightning Vortex, you play Solemn for an automatic +1. because they pitch for the cost too. Or you can play it on a solar recharge. Because when people play solar recharge first instead of charge, they're trying to draw into cards that they want. So after you play this, they'll have a completely dead hand. So they'll just end up setting another card like Threatening Roar to keep them alive for the turn. And then I play Trap Dust Shoe. It's not great, it's not bad. It's just a card that if you draw first turn, it allows you to automatically win the match per se. It allows you to see all the options, like some type of Pegasus Yugi episode. You can see their hand or whatever. And I mean, if you lose game one, actually, if you win game one, it offers you an easy side deck option because you're not going first, so you can side it out for anything, whatever comes in the side.
Okay. Let's look at the synchros.
For the synchros, 2 Armor Masters and 2 Arm Wings. Pretty standard for the actual base. I would be running 3 Arm Wings if I was running 3 Vayu for the Vayu Turbo, but I'm not. So, it's rather standard than anything else. 2 Stardust Dragons. I run 2 because, Bottomless and Vortex are pretty... They're being seen a lot this format,
yeah.
So, you want to run those. I run 2 Catastors. I actually want to take one out for the level 8 Synchro, because I've been having Vayu and Armor Master in my graveyard a lot lately. But, it's good against Lightsworn. Pretty much Lightsworn only, so I don't want to fill up my extra deck with just one deck for it.
Right.
1 Bionic I don't use 2 because I'm not trying to get rid of, big options. There's not many ways I can bring this guy out other than Vayu Sirocco and Blizz into a level 4. And plus it's a late game option. So it's not something I always go into. Mainly it's only to get rid of a synchro so I can get a plus.
Okay, so what do you usually dump for Brionic's effect when you play like Vayu?
Mainly Vayu Sirocco, so it can give me a plus later in the late game if I'm in trouble.
Okay.
Thorwell the Archfiend is good against gadgets. One of my teammates, Christopher Green, just an early shout out. He plays an amazing gadget deck with let's see, what is it? This is a lot of 1-for-1 destruction, like Dimensional Prison. It's a pain. So when I go into this is just something that's there just in case I run into the rogue matchup. I'll put 1 Black Rose. It's pretty standard, just in case. Like I said, OTKs is pretty formal with this format. 1 Goyo Guardian, great in a mirror match. Like if I take this Sirocco and I can maybe pump or something of that nature. 1 match with Android, I play Oppression, so gaining life points is pretty important.
Right.
So if I don't want to go into Catastor against another matchup, I have another level 5 option I can go into. And I'll play 1 Colossal. Just 1. Pretty good against Blackwings. Like I said, Blackwings are losing a lot of play. Plus Blackwings have Icarus attack, so it's they can get out of this easy. And then it's a good against Lightsworn against Honest and Vayu plays. Honest and Kalu plays them.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. That's my deck.
Okay, that was Azuku with his Blackwing deck. You got anything to say for the people out there on YouTube or anybody in general?
Well, I have a channel, I don't use it, so I don't really want to shout out my channel, it's no point. I want to shout out to the person who's videoing this deck profile, Brim10158, if I'm not sure.
That's
Subscribe
right.
to him. On the right.
The person whose house coming is in Demon Leaf 101.
I don't know his channel until now, so
Demon Leaf 101. Okay.
As we said in an earlier video, our team leader Christopher Green. I want to shout out to him. Keenan, I heard he just recently joined our team, so I don't know. Great teammate. He's our goofball of the team. Don't really have any other. Oh, and a shout out to Squirrelboy. He made X1 at regionals. Impressive. What do you want to say about that? We talk trash about this kid all the time, but hey, he did better than Ricky. And Ricky's the biggest trash talker kid I've ever met in my entire life. So yeah, shout out to Squirrelboy.
And Ricky's mom.
Ooh. That's right. That's right.
That was Chris Green, not me. So, all of you guys know me as leeskiowns off TCG player or Onion Melon in real life. So yeah, that's my deck profile here. Zuku signing out.
All right, later.